Hello everyone, it is Friday and like a day later, I didn't update you guys on Wednesday evening or night, and I didn't record or update you guys yesterday. So basically, I finished on Wednesday Runaways Find Your Way Home Volume 1, and this is by Rainbow Rowell and Chris Anka. And basically, we are following Nico, Carolina, Molly, Chase, Old Lace, and Gert, and also Victor. After the aftermath of solving their first problem in the prior volumes, which was just Runaways, Marvel Runaways, and basically, this just made me want to get back to finishing the show. I literally I think paused at season 3, and I think I robbed myself of an experience. However, I will say, now getting to fully see Gert in the comic panels, I think we were very much robbed of a chubby plus size Gert, because the Gert that was handpicked for the show is not plus size or mid-size at most. So that's kind of disappointing, because I highly dislike when we as plus size individuals are given representation and that is taken away because God knows why. I do get the reason for casting that individual. They highly look like Gert. They are very much like probably a twin for Gert. Honestly, all of the people casted for these characters for the show look so close to the comic book strips, so that's crazy. The only difference is that Gert's like weight is not the same, and it's kind of disappointing, because I'm always, as a plus size individual, looking for representation for us, and I don't know, I felt like we were robbed. We could have got plus size Gert. But yeah, honestly, Nico is one of my faves in the group, and so is Molly. I think those are my two faves. Carolina has these really cool galactic powers, but yeah, I think Nico and Molly are my favorite. Molly is like their Hulk, and Nico is like their witch, but she's a magician in a way. So yeah, I give it 5 out of 5 stars. I absolutely enjoyed it. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on out there, but it seems that some construction or something is happening, so sorry for the sound. But yeah, maybe if I read the original comics, I would have a different opinion, but I think 5 out of 5 for this. And then on that same day, I started Come Again by Nate Powell, but I finished this yesterday and I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. And I just think it was a little too slow paced for me. When the story started to pick up and it started to get into the more nitty gritty and become a little more sinister, a little more dark, a little more interesting, the book was coming to a close, and I felt like it should have been like that from the beginning. I understand wanting to develop the characters and getting to understand what's going on, being aware of what's the reason for the reason, you know, but I don't know, it's just not enough for me. I do love the art style. I'm just not a fan of the story. I think I would look into more Nate Powell like books, because to be very honest, this was definitely very deep. This woman has done something that she is being shamed for internally. Like, she's shaming herself, and she's giving herself the scarlet letter. And basically, there is this cave with a monster where she hides her secrets, and it basically represents her shame, like the way she looks at herself. And in that cave, she has had various rendezvous with this man who's married, and basically we follow her on a journey of reflection, and it's pretty deep, it's pretty dark. The way it's presented is very metaphorical. I think it's just, I don't know, it could have been so much better. I could have gave this at least 3 stars and said I enjoyed it, but it was too slow paced, and I feel like it's just, the world building was honestly a little too unnecessary, like at a point. Like I think it could have been cut off there and we could have got more like intense impact. Yeah, I don't know. I think that it could have been better. I wish I could have gave it 3 stars and said I like enjoyed it at least, but I'm gonna give it 2.5 and say I enjoyed it with the 0.5, but it could have been better. Also yesterday I pushed myself late at night and read 50 more pages in Muse of Nightmares. I am absolutely loving it. Lazlo, sir, let me tell you guys, I have a few dog-eared pages already and I am vibing. Oh my gosh, there was this moment on page 103. I was like, oh, and then they said, let me just run it all the way back. Let me go to page 50 to start off. Let's start there. Okay. It had awakened a dimension of him that he had never known existed. A whole new sense, as real as sight or touch. It was part of him now. He was part of this. To leave would mean losing not only Sarai, but a piece of himself as well. Lazlo! And then, like, oof, now he's promising her after that, and he goes, I won't break it. Before I move on, I mean, there's so many moments, but like, oof, finally. The birds were alive all around them. Lazlo's hands were alive on her body. Her soul felt alive more than ever before. Sarai could almost forget that she wasn't. When I tell you, let me tell you something, Laini Taylor. Hand over your rights. Hand it over. Because you have no right to have me feeling this way. There was a whole point where I was so confused on how I felt and I had to tab a section twice. Hand it over. Who told you you have the right to make me feel this way? I am obsessed. Honestly, a lot of people have said that they dislike Muse of Nightmares and they prefer Strange Dreamer. But right now, at this very moment, I don't know. I'm kind of liking it. I think I might both give them 5 out of 5. I don't know. This may be the perfect duology. We'll see. I was literally saying before I started Muse of Nightmares and continued reading after the Spanish Love Deception that I hope another book doesn't make me cry. I hope another book doesn't have me in a hangover. And this is what's probably going to do that, because looking at it now, I think I set myself up for failure. Like, I deliberately started this after the Spanish Love Deception. I think I set myself up for failure. A late night, like early morning, like 1-2 a.m. in the morning, I got this crazy ass idea to start Guarding Temptation by Talia Hibbert, and I'm 8% into the book. It's a little spicy already. Like, it started off with like a sex scene. Well, it wasn't exactly like a sex scene, but like the end of it, and I don't know, that was just a little abrupt, you know, but this is a novella, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. It got a little complicated already, but our main girl, she's a vibe. Now, the ones we are meant to find, I did not make any progress in this book. I will definitely say I am loving like reading about other people's reviews. Like, I try to find non-spoiler reviews on Goodreads to see what other people are saying, because as I said, sci-fi isn't for everyone and a lot of people seem to love it. So I'm kind of thinking about pushing myself to read more of this today. But yeah, we'll see. So my reading plans for today are to get 100 and something pages into Muse of Nightmares, and then I want to get like a little bit further. I want to at least reach the 100-page mark in the ones we are meant to find. I want to conclude and wrap up Guarding Temptation, if I can, tonight. If I even have a chance, like if I want to take a break from the very wordy books like The Ones We Are Meant to Find and Muse of Nightmares, I will pick up Black Cloud Volume 1 on Kindle, and then Black Cloud Volume 2, the physical version that I got from the library, because I want to knock out all of my library books as quickly as possible. That is my reading plans for today. Yeah, it's been pretty good so far. I told you guys I really want to push myself this month, and I think I'm doing pretty well on that. I'm gonna leave now because I'm talking in circles, so. So it is the end of the day, and it's like what, 10:42, and I didn't finish any of my books. I ended up journaling, and then I ended up helping my mom type up a letter for something very important. It was weird. But earlier you guys did catch me updating one of my journals. I made this journal myself. I know it's not the best. It was my first time making a journal, and I made it out of like cardboard and paper, and I used like a hemp string to like put it together. But I just did this Vincenzo spread because I rewatched it last month, and I absolutely love Vincenzo. It's literally one of my favorite Netflix K-dramas. But yeah, here's what I did for this side. So basically I just kept like music notes, and I try to rewrite Vincenzo a couple times, like how they have it in the TV show poster. And then yeah, of course I have the TV show poster, one of my favorite moments of him when he was playing a shaman, and then my faves, of course. And then I put a few more of my favorite scenes on this side, and then I took like this like sticker gold like adhesive thing I found at Dollar Tree, and I wrote Casano, and then I wrote in script on the side family. And then yeah, one of my favorite like revenge moments was the pig's blood. I mean, I also really loved the rip it up and eat it, like the contracts moment. That was also pretty good. So yeah, for my books, I didn't end up starting picking up on Guarding Temptation. I mean, it's only 10 o'clock at night, and I still have like what, 2 hours left, like an hour and a half left in the day. You know, I could just pick up some pages in Guarding Temptation and get some reading in for that. But I did pick up The Ones We Were Meant to Find, and I'm up to page 64 now. And honestly, I left myself on a cliffhanger. Something very interesting just happened. We got some more information, and this book is a little interesting. I already see it being as a 3-star. I think this will be something I have enjoyed. I don't think it would be something that is like extremely excellent, but we'll see if my thoughts change when I get further into the book. So yeah. So obviously you guys can already conclude that I didn't get any reading in for Muse of Nightmares. I'm still at page 104, and that's fine. I want to take my time with this one in a way. Like, of course I want to get to the information. I'm very excited about this book, and I'm already loving it. So yeah, but I really want to absorb and really love it. I feel like if I rush through it, I'm not going to fully grasp it fully, so I'm going to take my time with this one. I did not read Black Cloud Volume 1 or 2 yet, so that also was not done. But yeah, that's literally what happened today. I think for now, I'm just going to watch the rest of Valkyrie's like live. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave that at that because, yeah. All right, bye. Okay, hello everyone. It is like a couple, like not even a couple, probably like a good amount of days later, and I ended up finishing Garden Temptation by Talia Hibbert. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, and I thought it was pretty good for a novella. It was pretty good, nicely structured. I was intrigued the whole way. I don't know if like novellas are my favorite like version of romance. I wouldn't say that because I think it leaves you at like a cliffhanger in my opinion, and it's kind of uncomfortable in that way. I don't know. I think like regular romance is more my thing because I get a full story and I'm not left on a cliffhanger to a point where I'm like, I need more. So I think that was like, it was good, but I wish I had more story so that I can get to know the characters even more. But yeah, it was still good. And then I ended up picking up Shadow and Bone recently, and I'm like 10% in. There really isn't any like more depth than the show so far. I think the show very much carries all of the details that that I'm seeing so far. However, there is a little bit more depth because we're seeing like the internal like thought process for a lot of the characters. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna give this 3 stars so far. But as I said, I'm only 10% in, so we'll see how that goes. I didn't get to page 200 yet in Muse of Nightmares, but I did get a little reading done yesterday, and I'm up to page 118. Picking up this book is a little discouraging. It's pretty quick paced, but yeah, I don't know why. Probably because it's 500 pages, I'm a little discouraged, but I'm working my way through it and I'm definitely enjoying the book. Really, really cool how Laini Taylor is introducing the villain a lot more and building up to the villain's like, you know, choices and the outcome that's going to happen because of our villain. And I really think I'm going to like this. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna hate this like everybody else. I think I'm gonna be on the like team, but we'll see because I haven't even reached the halfway point yet, so let's never say never for that one. And then I only got up to page 78, 79. I think I ended on 79 for The Ones We Are Meant to Find, and I'm still loving it so far. It's definitely going to be a 3-star in my opinion, maybe 3.5. I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's excellent either. And as I said earlier, sci-fi, not earlier, as I said in my book haul video, sci-fi, I like it in comics, I like it in shows, I like it in movies, but I don't know if sci-fi books is going to be my thing, so I'm really like on the rocks for this. But because I really loved The City We Became, I don't know if I can fully say sci-fi books aren't my thing yet. But I still haven't made it to the halfway point for this too, and I did say earlier in the vlog that the halfway point does prove a lot for sci-fi books. So we'll see what happens at the halfway point, and then I'll decide if I want to stick with the 3-star. But there's also the ending of the book that can, like, you know, switch things around again. So there's so many checkpoints that can switch one's perspective, and so much that could go on in the story that can, like, you know, have me like 3-star, 4-star, 5, you know, maybe 2. But so far it's feeling like a 3-star book. So I just wanted to end the vlog here. The purpose was self-care, and I feel like that purpose was met. I read when I could. I enjoyed my time. I know you guys didn't get to see a lot of that, but I got to watch a lot of movies. Me and my sister were doing a Harry Potter like binge. I already told her that I watched it last month, but she was like, let's watch it again. So we're watching it again. It's not like I dislike the movies. They're really nice. I think they're really cool. I think I would have appreciated the first two movies a lot more when I was younger, but still really, really cool. I actually love it. We're also going to watch a couple more. We're in the fall mood, so I was like, let's watch some horror because I am a horror fan. I'm a thriller fan. I'm a mystery fan. So I was like, we can watch some horror thriller or some thriller mystery. Just, yeah, it was a really, really good like 2 weeks of just taking time to relax, but also picking up books when I can, because I felt like if I was gonna pressure myself to read, I would have got lost in the sauce. So before I start rambling, let me just thank you guys for watching this very lengthy vlog. I think this is gonna be like what, 28, maybe 30 minutes of just God knows what. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Remember to drink water, please. I have links down below to support POC movements. I also have a link to support Vietnam and India in their COVID crisis. And then I also have my social media links down below: Instagram, Twitter, StoryGraph, Goodreads, various other links. I also have my Amazon wishlist down below if you want to support me. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.